You know, we've always heard that the black man leaves the black family, abandons his woman and children, won't take care of the children, won't work, stays out all night, turns into a drunk, takes drugs. You know, we've heard a lot of negative things.
Black women in America, you need to know that the chances are you'll most likely run into sisters who come from this background and have the qualities, personalities, and characteristics we're going to discuss in this video. So let's start with where she came from and her upbringing as a child. She was born in a household which has a financial structure.
Law of ugliness. There are a lot of attractive, ugly people. On the outside, they look good. They fit the current stereotype of what's considered to be attractive. You can look at them, they can reel you in with their looks. But on the inside, they got nothing going on. Therefore, they're not actually beautiful. People always say beauty is in the eye of the beholder. But I would say it's in the values of the beholder. It is about who you really are. What is your spirit? What is your soul? What are the things that make you a true human being on this planet Earth that gives you value outside of your look?
Well, we're back again. It's the D-Trey podcast. As usual, I'm B. That's Trey. We're here to talk about things that y'all don't want to talk about or y'all talk about in closed quarters and don't talk about out loud. We're going to talk about it out loud. We had a few people who requested to be on. We're going to have y'all on. Just continue to request. Come with some energy. We ain't going to do it. We monetize, so we ain't going to do a whole lot of cussing, y'all. So don't do all that. Don't do the most. As my daughter say, do not do the most. But today we're going to talk about gossip. That is a problem throughout the world. You know, don't nobody have a problem saying stuff about you behind your back or to their cousin or to your cousin or to your friend. But the question is, when you run into gossip, how long do you participate? Do you participate? How long do you listen? What do you say? It's a whole bunch of things that we do about we deal with when it comes to gossip. Thank you for tapping in. Hit that like, hit that share, tell a friend, subscribe if you haven't. So today, how you doing, Trey?
I'm doing all right. Yourself?
Hey man, I can't complain. I'm pro starving and gang banging.
I know. We're gonna get it.
Go ahead. Talk to me.
So I'm not like, okay, say about it's gossip can go a lot of ways. Say you hear some juicy gossip, you tell your cousin, or tell your friend or anybody. Does the gossip end with you or does it go elsewhere? 1. 2, if you're gossiping, like say me and you talking and key man come up to you and say something to you, how long does that conversation last before you stop it? Because you know you're my friend. Because I think that if my friend is talking to somebody that I don't like and they giving you stuff about me or talking bad about me, how long does that conversation last before you nip it in the bud, or are you joining in? Because once you come back and tell me something that they said, how long was you there talking to them? Because how did they feel comfortable telling you and they ain't talking to themselves? So like you had to join in at the conversation at one point for the conversation to be this long. You know what I'm saying? And third, I guess, if your man or spouse, husband, wife, or something hears something about you and they portray it to you, what do you do with that information? And then I think if somebody told it to you, they had to automatically assume like that person's gonna tell their spouse, wife, or husband, because we ain't finna have no secrets from each other, are we? I don't know. So we're gonna figure it out from there.
Yeah, and that last one is the one that's gonna shake people up.
This is true.
Spousal respect is that one. That's what should be called, that spousal respect.
Big fact.
Or perspective in regards to gossip, because maybe you're violent.
Right.
Maybe your spouse is hiding it from you or keeping it from you to protect you, to keep you out of lockup. Maybe you don't need to see the 18th district just yet. I've been there. A few times. It's not a beautiful place.
That could be true. Because I can see myself having certain things. Or do you just not tell all of the things, but you got to tell something?
You got to tell
because
something.
If someone is talking about your spouse and then your spouse is like, oh, that's my friend, and you know something, it just seems like you should say it, because now my spouse is in their face all day long. And I know for a fact that they ain't feeling my spouse. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Now, before we go, I want y'all to like, subscribe, and go to these pages right here. These are the Trade Natural pages. Trade Natural is sponsoring this program. So if y'all want Trey National to keep giving me that bread, and y'all want to keep giving her that bread, I need y'all to go to TikTok and subscribe to Trey National. I want to go to Facebook, subscribe to Trey National. Go to Instagram and subscribe to Trey National, because my sponsor needs y'all to support, and we need y'all to support. And if you haven't already, go to www.theendofthebench.com. This episode, it won't be on until after the show, but www.theendofthebench.com. We usually simulcast on both platforms, but go check me out and you see all the platforms. I got the interviews that I've done, the commentary, the social commentary that I have, and the geopolitical information I give for our community, so we can be a better place and not continue to struggle like we do. With that being said, we are going to start the B-Tray podcast today, right now, August 8th. Let's talk about it. The first topic that we're going to cover, as she stated, and she did a wonderful job going over, do you participate in gossip? When somebody brings something about someone, about you, to you, what do you do? I'm going to listen to you, and then I'll respond. I hear what you have to say, and then we'll go over that.
Right, because what do I do with the information if you don't want me to address it? Do you want me to address the information to make sure this is right, or you just okay with me not saying nothing? Because 9 times out of 10, I'm going to ask somebody something, or ask where it came from. And do you hide who you heard it from, or do you not? Some things are not, worthy of me, I guess, addressing. So I get that. But like some things you have to say. I didn't do that.
Yeah. Some of this stuff, that's the thing.
You don't want no argument or no fight with the third party, but like, baby, what are we doing?
And that's the sticky part about gossip. Do you participate? If you just sometimes you listening for intelligence purposes. I want to see how far you go with this, and then I'm gonna check you.
Right.
Or I need to get all this information because you know what? This may be detrimental to my friend, significant other, family member, or whatever. So I need to get this. But how far do you go? Do you just hear the gossip, right? Because there's certain things about certain people. Mm-hmm. As a matter of fact, I could think this is literally about 20 years ago. And somebody lied on our mutual friend Aunt Lansdowne. Mm-hmm. And they, that's when I used to have anger management issues. I would just cut you off. Mm-hmm. And they lied on Aunt, and they said Aunt did something that I knew wasn't Aunt's character. Because he could have cleared me, and he didn't participate in that. It was opportunities for him to clear my name. He was like, nope, I don't want nothing to do with that. So I know Aunt ain't the type of dude to gossip. Right. And they accuse Aunt of gossip, and I just listen. And they say, well, don't say nothing because I know how you are. Basically, I'm lying on him, and if I know you're going to get mad, and you're going to cut him off, and then that just push you closer to me. And I waited a few days. They told me like on a Thursday. I waited till like Tuesday. I said, Aunt said you ain't say that. I ain't even addressed it with Aunt because I knew you were lying. Once you said Aunt, you could have probably said just about anybody in the world. But
I think people know certain things about people that when you say it out your mouth, you know that you're lying. And I think that a lot of people do it to get you or the person they telling it to into it, or you know what I'm saying? They trying to divide and conquer. I don't think people understand because they told you something for you to believe it, so that way you will go against it, so y'all can team up now and go against this person. And exactly. I tell this to people every day. Like, what did you ever think about why they told you it? Like, why did they feel comfortable telling you it, knowing that you know this person and you're friends with this person? They ain't telling you because they trying to help you. They telling you for ulterior motives, but don't nobody want to listen to me. I'm like,
yeah, man.
Do you believe it?
I bent back. I say, oh, Aunt said he didn't say that. Why'd you tell him? You were lying. And that was it. Exactly. I see you were lying. You exposed. Now you're a liar. And I'm not listening to nothing else you say. And to this day, that person sent me a Facebook request. They really tried to do me in with that whole situation. I mean, they took it inside of my home. Brought angst inside of my home, the whole nine. So
I'm telling you, people are miserable, and they love misery. It's true, misery loves company. They want, especially if they want it. I don't know. They don't like friendships. They don't like love. They don't like brotherhood. They don't like sisterhood. So they try to find ways to infiltrate that because they ain't got it. So they don't want nobody else to have it.
Nobody else can have it. Exactly. No. how dare you be happy and I'm miserable over here with no friends and no family members that care about me, and my children don't talk to me or nothing. Just wait a minute.
How dare you have a smile on your face for no reason at all? Like, what are you smiling for?
Yeah, it's just people trips me out with that foolishness. And even with this podcast thing, people like I, and don't get the people who gonna do this and they do it out of love and joking. Like my other podcasts are very serious, right? Mm-hmm. So I talk about serious topics. So my significant other or my cousins, they always try to get me to break. We're gonna make you laugh. I'm with that. But I have literally had people text me in the middle of my podcast. Our cousin Kenny just died. I'm like, so what happens if I was very close to Kenny and I was
crying on the show now?
Crying on that, right?
On the air.
My favorite thing is this. It's to the point where me and my other podcast partner, we have literally rebranded our podcast to Our Little Podcast. And you still doing your little podcast?
Right.
You still got your little ugly girlfriend? You still got her?
Right.
And when you break up, well, I'm gonna stop doing my little podcast. So we just called it My Little Podcast now. Because
you might as well.
Because
that's how people view everything.
My Little Podcast.
That's how people view everything. We do this podcast right now. And so many people gossiping. Oh, this got to be about this. Ooh, the boy she talking to, she talking about him. I can't believe it. Ain't none of this got nothing to do with nobody. It's about personal experiences and not even personal experiences. It's just about a point of view. Am I not supposed to have a point of view because it could relate or the shoe could fit? So I should not talk at all. Is that what you're saying? So I'm 50 years old. I ain't never been through nothing in my life at all that I can talk about, but it has to be the last person that I dated or something for it to be about. No, that's how they feel about you, because there's no way in the world they coincided those conversations and made it about you when it could have been 50 million. I could have been a hoe back in the days. You don't know. Like I could have had a plethora of boyfriends, and I could be talking about any one of them or somebody else's boyfriend. It could be one of my friends' boyfriends or something. And I saw the experience that she went through, and I'm voicing it on my opinion about it now on this show. But now all of a sudden it has to be about, I just thought it was. No, that's how they see you. But y'all don't want to hear me though. Like, I don't understand. It's so much. I got so much gossip going around. People making up stories, making up trends, and just to have something to talk about. Why do we need something to talk about at age 50? Why we can't just enjoy life and be happy? Like, why? And then when it comes to Patrice, it's full out blown something. When somebody else is nothing. As soon as it's me, how?
That's my favorite.
Little old me. I'm out the way.
Here go my favorite. I think lemonade is delicious. Well, no, not really. Blah, blah, blah. Fred say, I think lemonade is delicious. I love it too. I enjoy it with all my meals. I'm drinking it right. I just said that.
Hey. Did anybody listen when I said it? I said, let's do a podcast. Everybody like, let's do a podcast. Now when you do it, I was like, now it's a good idea, but it wasn't one at first, right? I do all the videos. I do them videos y'all watching, y'all don't watching, y'all, so y'all can't relate at all. Nobody can relate. Chime in. We got to get the backstory. People make up so many scenarios in their head because most of them be miserable and they have nothing else in their life but gossip. You know what I'm saying? I heard say be gossip. And okay, say I got a spouse. You tell gossip to my spouse. Is my spouse not supposed to tell me? Am I not supposed to respond? And if I do, is my spouse supposed to be mad at me? I need to know the answers to all them questions. Like, what do you do if somebody told your spouse something about them or you, and they said it to you? What do you do with the information? Like, do you just brush it off, or do you need to ask somebody, like, is this true? Do you think this is true?
Exactly. We live in this fake world that everybody just talks about. I'm gonna tell you how I feel, and I'm not even advocating for violence. But when we took the ass whooping out the equation, that's what people. I notice people when we quote unquote, we too old to be fighting.
Yeah.
When that part of life was taken out, I noticed people start chirping so much because I can't go to jail because I got these kids to feed.
Yes.
They kick your ass, but
Now everybody got FOIA cards and the seal and carry, so we don't argue and fight no more. I can say whatever I want to say. Just don't lie. You can say whatever you want to say. Just don't lie.
Say whatever you want to say.
Say what you want to say. You don't gotta lie.
Or my thing is the gossip, and then it's a lie, and then it's exposed as a lie. It's never gonna go away because it's always gonna be a section of the community that go, hey, well, why would they lie on you? It gotta be some truth.
Exactly.
Well, you've known me to be 100 dude the whole time. This person show up and lie. I prove to them that you lying. And it's and you wonder, well, why you still mad? I'm not mad. I'm just making space. Oh, you should forgive them. I did. I'm not angry with them, but you never give a snake a second chance to bite you.
Right. And then they be like, you mad? I'm not mad. I'm a little like, I'm not even mad. I just know how to treat people from now on. I'm a what they say, long handle spoon. But my point is the fact that somebody actually could have believed that. That ain't even in my character for most part. So you just making up stuff so you can have another group of individuals to not like me. It's not enough that you don't like me, but you need to have 50 other people to not like me too. I ain't did nothing to none of them. Like, I'm so far out the way that I don't understand how it's just so much turmoil and chaos behind anything. I do nothing to anyone. People, I mean, you just don't believe, like, baby, like, what's wrong? You need a hug? What are we doing here?
Like she said,
we was in collections. We was in collections, boy. What are we doing here? I did nothing but speak and come in every day. Why are you upset, baby? That's the girl that wears dresses all day. Yes, that's her. Now, why are you mad at her?
You mad at
nobody's man. I wasn't doing nothing. I hung out with y'all every day, and I got 12,000 enemies. This is my aura. I'm smiling. I'm doing too much. Y'all want to hang with them too? Y'all could have just said it. Say y'all want to hang. We would have let y'all hang with us too. 76 together. I think
that's what we did, and yeah, and that person was real bad until you showed up that day with them jeans and them gym shoes, and they was like, "Wait a minute,
where's she going?
That's a fight outfit."
Right. We went on lunch and break. I'm like, I'm just tired at this point. Like, girl, what we doing here? Like, I do nothing to you. You got a whole West Side crew. I'm out your way.
Actually, and that's something you was wrong about. The West Side crew just hung out with her. She was from the South Side.
Oh,
and because I knew the West Side crew, because even though I'm from the North Side, I was born on the West Side, so my family's over there, and I knew them. And all of them didn't realize how close we were, and they used to say, "Hey, your buddy, tell her we ain't with that person." I was like, "Oh, because we don't have to do the truth." Yeah, and I was like, "Oh, we don't have to beat all y'all up."
I'm like, what am I doing? I come to work every day, late as ever, make my money and move around. Then I got 50 million. I'm like, what is this girl? What's her problem? Just because you're dating someone and they like you or they claim to like me and I hang, baby, that's between y'all. I don't got nothing to do with it. I come to work, hang out with my peoples. I hang with none but dudes. I ain't had no girl clique. I ain't never had no clique. If it wasn't the PODs, I don't hang with nobody else. I speak and keep it moving. That's it.
Let's address this right here. My man CJ, Dallas, Texas. Well, he from Lancaster, Texas. Well, he lives in Lancaster, Texas. My man, he say people like that are just fake as hell. And then Marcella said, it's not what you do. It's not about participating. It's what you do with the information. Or do you help them promote the gossip that they're talking about? Excellent point. Excellent point. Exactly. What are you doing? I'm gonna listen. At this point, I'm doing recon. What you talking about? Because my people have been my people since the 80s. Some of them since the 70s. So my people gonna be my people no matter what you say or do. You are not gonna talk up on a situation to where we're not cool. We're gonna be tighter than draws, two sizes small, no matter what you say.
No matter what you say.
Get this information. Now, once I get the information, if you exceed that, now I have to address it. Wait a minute. It's time for you to call that person. Don't call me. Now, I let you vent. It's cool for you to say, and Sean Jones, Ernest Mackey, or any of the guys I used to run with. Hey, man, your boy pissed me off. Okay, now I could potentially broker a conversation. Let me hear what you have to say.
Right.
I don't really know you, but he cussed me out to you yesterday saying we might have to choke you out. So wait a minute, we're not gonna choke him out. That's my buddy.
Mhm.
Buddy, talk to me. Dude, we gonna do this? Nah, I like
Not
him.
at all. Not at all.
I like him more, and we will beat you.
Exactly.
That's how we move. But we're gonna now. What I'm gonna do is say, hey, I'm gonna call him and I'm gonna call you, and we gonna talk. That's how you do it. But it ain't gonna be no and on Facebook and on social media. Nah.
Because it's some information that I hear about somebody that I grew up with or one of my friends. I don't even repeat it to them because I'm like, nah, that don't even sound right. Like that don't even sound right. Now I might wait months later and they be like, you girl, you know, they used to say, they said such, but it ain't finna be in the mix of it so it could get, you know, too caught up in it because I don't believe it. But it's some people that believe everything that somebody say, and then now you got a bad taste in your mouth about somebody else, but you didn't even address that person. I can't see somebody coming to you saying something about me, and then now you mad without even thinking about, like, this might come from a place of hate. Exactly. This might come from a place of hurt. But now you all team non-tree. Like, I don't.
You got a whole New Jersey. You got warm up.
How we get here? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do we get here? I don't dislike nobody just for the simple fact you dated somebody that I dated or da-da-da. I don't do that. I've never done that. People that have dated people that I've dated or something like that, they don't like me. Because 9 times out of 10, you're probably trying to date them while I was going with them. But for you to jump on that train, oh, I don't like her because she... No, I've never done that. I don't have any of those people. I take people for who they are. You have to personally did something to me for me not to like you. And say you don't like my friend, that doesn't necessarily mean I don't like you. We're going to have a conversation. I'm not going to be evil against you. But just know if it do go down, then of course I got to ride with my friend. But right now we speaking, we conversating, we doing whatever. I don't have that. We in high school, so she don't like you, so I don't like you. I'm not doing that. Like, we not doing that. Not over no pizza. We ain't 12 no more. We 50.
Right. I mean, even when we were 12, hey, you don't like Aunt. Hey, you ain't got to hang with Aunt. You don't like Sean. You ain't got to hang with Sean. You ain't got to like, you know, you wasn't put here to like everybody. Because if my homies didn't like the people that I like, we would only be talking to each other because
every day, all day. Thank you.
Right. I don't like a lot of people. And I ain't never been the politic type. You know me. I ain't. It blew my mind when you told me people thought I was stuck up. I'm like, me?
Yeah, you. Yeah.
I'm
and
like,
I go places and I mingle. You know me, I will mingle with the best. It ain't even got. I don't got no. I ain't finna hang with it. Wherever we go, we finna mingle. We finna conversate. I ain't never been nowhere and had my face frowned up. You can take me right now to somebody's house or something. I'm gonna mingle. I'm gonna have a good time. You know them? No, I don't know them. I'm talking because people are like, why is she talking to them? I can mingle and have a conversation with anyone. I'm not that person that's frowned up. These people ain't did nothing to me.
Right.
Like, who is this? Like, what are we doing? Why we grown? We don't know how to conversate. I can't talk about the daily news. She tied shoe. Maybe I told her to tie a shoe today. I don't know. Man, I don't smoke. I get outside. It. Right, you know what I'm saying? I can talk about the weather, anything. I get out. Deion Sanders. I don't drink and I don't smoke, but I do know how to have a good time. You think I got this old without knowing how to have a good time without it? I used to have to fake put a cup in my hand and get one of the regular cups that, because you know they give you popping plastic cups. So, but if you got to drink, it's in a glass. So I'd be like, put my Pepsi in a glass with a cherry in it, just so I can sit there, so people won't be looking at her like, oh, she ain't drinking. She ain't drinking. What's wrong with you? You got to go to work tomorrow? Why you don't drink? Now I'm in AA rehab that you used to drink. You would be surprised how many people come up with stories like you had to go to rehab or something. That's why you don't drink. What do you mean? I just cannot not drink. Like, you don't smoke. What's going on? Do you got a drug test? No. I walk around with a cup in my hand. You got so many people out here that be like, I seen you drink before. You used to get. You've never, man.
You saw that.
It was a cup. It was Pepsi on the rocks, and I added extra cherries. I do have an umbrella and sour every once in a blue moon, but that ain't never got nobody tipsy enough that they couldn't walk to their car. It ain't a Long Island iced tea. It ain't never got you tipsy enough that you couldn't walk to your car. I done had a few of them.
And I'm a heavy drinker, and I've had people tell me at parties, "You'll never be messed up." That's the goal.
Exactly. Like, what do you want somebody?
Man, he literally told me that once. Man, you be nursing your drinks. First of all, I was having a good time. Why were you watching me?
That's all I'm saying. Why you watching my cup intake? You don't drink. You ain't had nothing. You just over here sober. Yes. Now Now you can't enjoy yourself because you're too busy watching me because I'm watching everybody else. Baby, I'm sober. I'm gonna remember everything that happened here. Yes,
Right. I need to know.
I'm gonna remember everything, but I'm not stopping your fun though. Don't let me stop your fun.
Hey,
Go on,
how about this? How about this? Me and you have something in common. I have a hole right here, and you have a hole in your leg.
So,
They kind of slow that drinking down at the party. Hey, I need to know exactly. Once you go and they pull that piece about you,
I got to be able to run. I got to see everything.
Like, yeah, I'm like, hey man, once they pull that mess about you, you like,
you sober. I said, I don't understand why people be so contented on watching. I'm not watching you, baby. I swear I'm having a good time. Even if I'm sitting in the corner on my phone, I'm having a good time. I'm outside. I'm not in my house. They be like, why do you go outside? Why do you go to clubs if you don't drink it? So the only way you could go out and enjoy yourself is to drink and smoke. So I'm just supposed to be a hermit inside my house all day. And mind you, I don't come outside every day. But like, baby, when I come out, can I not come out and get some fresh air? Get away from the kids and the animals? Just go outside? Well, you shouldn't even. What do? Have a good time. That's what I do. I have a good time. I said, remember when you was 12? I'd be like, take it back to when you was 12 before you started drinking and smoking and you used to go to Humpty's and it was $5 or $2 to get it. That's how I am to this day, age 50. That how you got from just going to being outside, that's me. I'm still living that life. I said, you was probably drinking after that, but 12, you probably was sober. Remember that? I'd be like, boy. Okay, so what do we do if your spouse tell you something? Do you tell? Okay. Do your spouse supposed to get mad if you address it? Or are we team unity against the person that the information came from?
I think we team unity because if I'm signed up with you, you know, if we've changed our Facebook status that I'm messing with
so and so. My state ID got you in the background.
Man, you photobombing. Hey, my person is my person. Even if my person is wrong, you can't tell her she wrong.
Do you hear me?
I don't get it.
Do you hear me? You can't come tell me. I know my ninja, whoever I go with, my ninja was wrong. He probably killed the cat 12 times. And somebody's like, oh, he killed that cat. Bitch, he didn't do it. He didn't do it.
Did you see?
I'm team all that. He probably did, but he didn't do it. In front of everybody, he didn't do it. And I'm still not finna be mad. I'm be like, babe, look, we just gotta, kill him in the backyard.
Yeah, man, you got to catch the cat, bring him home, and kill him now. No more killing in the street.
You got people that'll be mad at you. I ain't gonna do this. What do you mean? We team us. I don't care. When nobody came back and told you I said that. No. It's time for us to address all of that, baby. Listen, it was weird. It's weirder, and I'm behind the 1%, 100%, not 1%, 100%. Like that's it. That's all.
And look, let me show you how down I am for that cause. My mama taught me that. I remember we was watching a movie, and this man had his girlfriend meeting his mama, and his mama cracked on his girlfriend, and she had been cracking on her the whole movie. And the girl jumped up, checked his mama, ran, went out. My mama stopped the movie. She said, "What would you do?" And of course, I gave the young man answer. "Ain't let nobody disrespect my mom." My mom was like, "You sound like a damn. Why I supposed to let people disrespect you?" She said, "That lady cussed out that lady the whole movie." She said, "That's your woman. You take your woman's side over everybody." She said, "Anybody, even me." She said, "I'm gonna be your mama your whole life, but you say, okay, Ma, we gotta go, and then you and her go. You let her know your opinion in the car or at home,
right?
And me and you'll figure it out." Right. She said, "But that's your woman. You don't let nobody step out of line." And that's my mama telling me, get somebody's side over her because me and you gonna figure it out. I don't understand how you let somebody, your sister, your cousin, I don't give a damn. She wrong. 2 + 2 is 96. You heard what she said.
And my point is, if it's family and they truly love you, like say me and you dated and I'm tripping on whatever, somebody's tripping on me all day long. My point is, you can check the person that's snapping. Like say your mama say something bad to me or whatever. Ooh, out the bam. I hold it in so I can't hold it in no more. But at some point, you were supposed to say, "Mom, that's just enough." Ooh, out the bam. Nobody will be upset at that conversation. The only point that they got upset is that I had to jump in and say something because I should have been defended at all costs before that part. And then make it so bad, y'all gonna still be able to fix that later, y'all blood. You know what I'm saying? You got people out here that defend their friends with, you shouldn't have said nothing back to her. No. I'm your spouse. You're supposed to defend me at all costs. Check them. And if they're truly your friends, y'all will still be friends after that. They may come back and was like, yeah, man, I was wrong for such and such. I was out of line. Thank you for putting me in my place. Because if you never put these people in their place, they're going to continue to get bolder and bolder and bolder each time. I could date a man right now. He would allow his friends, family members, all these people to disrespect you. And at what point, you didn't say nothing. It wasn't my place to say something. You should have said something to them. And then when I say it, it's an argument or a fight. So now it's a whole brawl when my man could have checked them day one, and we wouldn't even be this friend. You think they man or woman wouldn't have checked you if you were out of line with them? I just want to make sure, because why do you think they get a pass? But if they man or spouse was there, they would have checked you, and you'd have been like, "Oh, it ain't that serious." It's that serious, because I'm going home with you. You got to sleep with me 24/7. These people ain't with you and you ain't got nothing. When you woke up this morning, you needed breakfast. Who made it?
If I had a headache, if I was hungry, if I needed $5.
So if somebody's somewhat gossiping about y'all should be as one to figure out what's going on and how to stop the rumors or the gossip. Not, you shouldn't have. Who? Oh, okay.
And you said that in front of everybody, huh?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got it. That means you ain't team us. I don't know who you team.
Yeah, you team them.
You got to be team them. They more important than your home.
Now I got to go get a whole New Jersey.
I got to go put you back on the bench or get a whole new team.
Yeah, hey, army of one. Because I've just sat back and watched people, sisters and cousins and whatever, say something to somebody woman. I'm like, wouldn't have been me.
I've seen people.
It was wrong. I don't care. You ain't wrong outside.
Thank you. We team us. Then I've seen people gossip and whisper and and then they felt comfortable telling me. I don't want nobody to feel comfortable telling me some gossip and I not tell my man. And I don't want my man to be so comfortable that y'all having a whole conversation that they feel comfortable telling you something weird. Well, they should be like, I ain't gonna tell him because he gonna snap. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna tell her because she gonna snap. That's all I'm saying. It shouldn't even get that far. Now, if it's something that's gonna harm us, of course, we walk there. But it's just every day that we into it and they into it and everybody's in our business. That's just too much. So it's a leak somewhere. It's something going on. It's just too much. They shouldn't feel comfortable telling you. They shouldn't feel comfortable telling me. At this point, they should know to mind their business. You know what I'm saying? Like they gonna snap. They don't want to
security.
Yeah, it's a breach of security because at this point, everybody just comfortable hearing and talking when they shouldn't even be comfortable even speaking your name.
Yeah,
we ain't the Obamas. we ain't Trumps. Why?
Man, make my name taste like ass.
I've never in my life been through so much turmoil in my life. Like, what are we doing here? I'm so far out everybody's way.
Man,
Believe it. You wouldn't believe it.
I had to tell somebody we grew up with once, hey man, I live my life like a cow. Because I'm not fighting you to win. I'm fighting you to the end. So I'm scared of you. You're right. I'm scared. I'm scared of being in handcuffs. I'm scared of being in lockup. I'm scared of being put in a box forever. I'm scared. So if you don't put your hands on me, you can say what you like.
You see how I was collections. Like, baby, look, them people was in an uproar. That lady so unbothered, yes. Until that last day, I was like, I just can't do this no more. Work to work. What are we doing? Every collection agency we've been at, it's been some turmoil. Like, what is wrong with these people? They just so miserable.
And then that same person knew of someone who was selling weed. Who was selling weed at the time, and they stand up in the middle of the floor. It was good, but what? I thought you swear you gangster in the street, but you just stood up and told the whole room.
Yes, no gangster, no none of that.
The weed man. I was like,
knowing she a crybaby. I was like, what is going on with this lady? I remember I went to go do a job interview at somewhere. She was the manager. I was like, I walked right out.
Like, you know, yeah,
They was like, you next. And I heard them say, Miss such and such. I was like, you have an interview. I was like, I handed the paper back to I would not go through this again. I would not go through this again.
I need the money.
I'm not going to. I'm surprised that I got the call back once they found out, once they said my name. Because if you doing an interview, you have to do the call surprise, or maybe you did it on purpose, so you can turn me down in person. I was like, I won't be doing this.
Yeah, that person.
I'll find another job. It's nothing, especially in collections.
I need this money, but not that bad.
Not that bad. I'll figure it out.
Welcome to McDonald's, man. I'll help you.
Right. I'll figure it out. I'll be wanting to know why people be so, I don't know, miserable to make up gossip. Now, if you found some legitimate gossip there, I'm all for it, because that's what shade rooms are for. But like, I just think that when you start making it up, it seems like you're ornery and miserable. And then say you got gossip, because everybody got group chat. So if you got gossip, what you say in your group chat should stay in your group chat. Right. It shouldn't go no further from the group chat, because that's the reason for the group chat. If that's the case, you might as well put it on broad stream. But if I tell you something in the group chat, it should stay amongst us. It's an unwritten rule that stays in the group chat until someone else, I guess, mentions it first. But don't you be the first person to say something. You'd be like, oh, they knew already. Okay, cool.
If you're going to tell it, what's the point of the group chat?
Thank you. And then my point is, if it's in the group chat, we discuss it in the group chat. We don't take it outside the group chat. That's when it gets messy, because now everything that we say in the group chat is messy. But then you can't pick and choose what you take out of the group chat. Because if we're talking about 12,000 people in the group chat, don't take one individual in one situation, and then now that's what you want to talk about outside. Bitch, we talked about 50 people. We talked about 50 people today, but you chose this one person to be messy with because you figure, oh, she ain't going to do nothing, so I can just mention her name. No. It's all these other people. So if I leak all this other stuff, will I be wrong or be messy? Because if it's messiness, we want to keep the messiness in the group chat. We don't want the messiness to come out the group chat, because it's the whole purpose of the group. That's all I'm saying. I think it gets messier once I start, well, I'm finna tell such and such said this in the group chat, such and such said. Then why are you in the group chat then? If you telling everything that came out of the group chat. Exactly. I don't know what
why do you get to be mad and go out the group chat? And why can't I say the time that you had to clap?
Said something, then I'm being messy when I bring it out the group chat. Then why is it in a group chat? Like, I don't know. I think group chats are for friends to vent or whatever y'all want to talk about, to be messy. That's what group chats are for. Ain't nobody mad at having a group chat. You can have a group chat, y'all messy, do whatever y'all want to do with it. It's just that you can't break the rule of bringing it out the group chat. And then I don't like people when they make up stuff to put it in. Well, I see. Knowing darn well you did not see it.
You did not see that something that somebody told, did, or heard about.
Right.
Never firsthand. Right. We know you. We let you be in the group chat because you lie a lot, but we like you. So
we like you.
Don't lie outside of this, because
that's all I'm saying.
We're gonna create another group chat just to talk about you.
Because I'm in like 12,000 group chats. I ain't gonna lie to you guys, because you know who you can gossip with. Like, it's all of the PODs, we got group chat. Then they got separate 5 other group chats, because you know who you can tell certain gossip to, and you can tell who other gossip to. But majority of the time, nothing comes out of them group chats, because we know that it can't go here, because then these people gonna be mad that it was said, or they don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear that. So me and my other friends got our real juicy group chats over here. And then we got the mild group chat over here that just basic, whatever.
General information group chat.
Right, it's just whatever. So you got to know who you chatting with, I guess. And then if I'm on a trip, ain't no messiness going on. When we go on trips, ain't no messiness. We're not talking about nothing. We here to have a good time, laugh, and joke. That's it. I'm not going out of town to discuss some stuff we could have discussed in Chicago. I'm not doing that.
No confrontations on vacations.
And none of that. If we going to Florida, Miami, or something like that, I'm not discussing nothing from Chicago. We only going to discuss
all gossip is contained in 606.
That's all I'm saying.
Once you get outside of 606, we all friends.
We trying to figure out how to have a good time for a short time. That's all we trying to figure out. I'm not trying to be here figuring out, such and such said. No.
See, that's the thing. Like, I don't get that. Like even like we used to be on the yard down in Atlanta or at SIU or wherever we were, Arizona State. it was even when we know people. Oh, you from the crib? Oh, well, you down?
Right.
Oh, and then there was always somebody over here going, from over there, I don't like him. But we are not in Chicago. You can only hate him in Cook County.
Exactly. And that's how we do it. We find somebody from Chicago, we instantly hang with them. We friends. We don't know them Adam or Jack, but we all from Chicago. We all hang together, and we all have the same mindset. So they peep game, we peep game. Like
until once you get out of Illinois,
when we drop back down, we back enemies again. But here we had a good time. We had a good time.
Once we hit the 606, I don't like you. Even if you can't seem to be kind of cool in Georgia.
Exactly.
We back in Illinois.
That's why I be like, I can go places with people. I have no issue with it. We can be cool. We out of town, we cool. We just not finna bring the messiness out of town. That's how people get killed. That's how people end up getting hurt. You see how all that stuff, y'all went to go out of town to be messy when y'all could have just stayed messy in Chicago. That lady didn't come back from the trip, and she paid for the trip the one time that I'm like,
in Mexico.
Yeah, like ain't no way.
Y'all
went there. Right, y'all should have went there to have a good time. Y'all went there to be messy and to plot up against something when y'all could have did that in Illinois or wherever y'all was from.
Fights are only local. Disagree.
Who want to go to jail out of town? Who want to go to jail out of town? You paid money to come here to go to jail. I can go anywhere and have a good time. I can go anywhere with anybody and have a good time. I'm going to find a way to have a good time. I'm not going to be somewhere frowned up just because such don't like me or da-da-da. I'm going to have a good time. You can take me to any party, any club. I'm going to have a good time regardless. Like y'all
you know what? Speaking of don't like you, that's the gossip that I really don't understand. Why is everybody supposed to like you?
They don't, and that's my point. They don't have to. I realize you don't have to. I don't think I live off you liking me. We just got to be cordial, I guess, or respectful. Is your parents should taught you respectful? That's all you got to be. Like if we grew up together from Old Town and Garden, we all know each other. None of us should have any beef with anyone because we all had the same struggles and we grew up in the same neighborhood and we know where we came from. Y'all grow up and now it's a different thing. That meant you didn't like me in '89. You couldn't have. You couldn't have. You tolerated me, and then now that you're grown, you're like, I can just say I don't like her.
And I'm cool with that. I tell my kids all the time, if life is measured on breaths taken, I'm going to live an extra month at least not speaking to that person. And if a bunch of y'all don't like me, I might get 10, 12 years out of it.
And then it makes it so bad. The people we used to fight, I talk to more than the people I grew up with. And how is that possible? And we didn't even have beef then. I don't even know who was fighting for. I ain't gonna lie to you.
It was
we used to fight them, right? And I generally have a good time with them when I see them, versus the people that I grew up with. Now, how is that even possible? And you gotta think to yourself, like,
you were just hanging around because I could fight.
And like, what are you doing? Right? Like, what are you doing?
Why you still mad about it?
We at the age now 50. Everybody should be friends. Should nobody have no beef or no issues with nobody? If it ain't right.
When them dudes start doing that old school, that Seward Park and the Vice Lords and the GDs and the Black Gangsters and the Stones, when they all was together, we should have all said they used to shoot at each other.
Exactly. Killed some of their friends.
They cool. Let's get in line. But nobody gets in there.
Peace treaty. We all should have a peace treaty. I thought we all should have a peace treaty. Like we should all be kumbaya. I ain't saying we gotta get matching tattoos, but like, baby, we are friends. We ain't had no, like, you know, we 50 now. Who has beef and who's fighting at age 50? We got grandkids. I don't got none, but people got grandkids.
People got grandkids.
Yeah. People got grandkids. They fight, not us. I still got a teenager. What are we doing? I want to be able to say I grew up with them. You see them, you see their kids, y'all all grow together.
See? Exactly. See, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. Exactly. That show was gross. I also definitely talked to a lot of people who I had beef with when I was younger. See, that's what I'm talking about. But we got so many people sitting around pointing and whispering. And it's like, man, you older than my grandmama's coat and you doing that. You still doing that, huh?
Like, you you see her over there? You see her over there? Yeah, she see you over there too. What's we whispering about? She having a good time, just like you having a good time.
That's like the beginning of Austin Power. There you are. You know me? No, but you right there.
Thank you. I'm here to have a good time like you here to have. Why she here? What? I'm here to have a good time like you here. Are we not all here to have? Did we all grow up together? Even if we didn't.
I can't stand. Well, sit your ass down.
Right. Even if we didn't grow up together, I could go in a room full of strangers and still have a good time. So it ain't even gotta be we gotta grow up together. It's just that we're grown. I could move, maneuver, and have a good time. With all races. It didn't even gotta be my
It's a person that walks.
That hurt.
It's a person that walks this earth that's mad at me, and I've never had a conversation with them. I'm like,
I've been there.
Man, you're investing too much in this, man. I don't even know you.
I've been there. You could tell when certain people not feeling you or whatever, because you'll walk in a room, their whole aura changes. Now they wasn't talking about you before you walked in. I ain't saying that. What I'm saying is when you walk through the door, it's like a whoosh.
Yeah.
Like what was going on? That you so I walk back out. Walk
out. Let me leave and then we'll come back.
And then you can't say it's the person, because when I walk in, I make sure I have a smile on my face. And I know I'm grown because my grandma raised me right. So I speak when I come in the door. You know, some people that come in and won't even speak. I'm smiling and I speak and I do me. I'm not here to be like, oh, you see her? She loves you to walk in the room. What? I spoke. I'm smiling.
Watch this. Watch this. We all get together and go to one of the homies' crib to watch the football games. So I came in. Everybody was doing whatever. I came in. You got to bring some food, a pan of food, or 12-pack of beer. That's them the rules. You got to bring something to eat or something to drink.
Uh-huh.
I came in with my beer, standing in the refrigerator. We kicking. One of the dudes that don't like me walked up to me and said, "Yo, man, holding one of my beers," and said, "Hey, man, you got to bring some. You just can't show up." I say, "You sure?" Yeah, right. I mean, even the rules. I say, those the rules. Yeah. I say, so you holding one of my beers. Which one? What did you bring?
Right.
And Buzz started laughing. He was like, yeah, that's beach stuff. He don't want to drink that. He don't want, he only, because it's this beer called Honey Brown. Delicious. He said, B only want to bring Honey Brown. And I'm bougie. I'm telling you that way. Because when I bought it, I want to be exactly
brought that.
He was like, I say, so I bought that. What you bring? Oh, you bought this? Yeah. I said, so what you bring? No, my bad, man. And it's been about 4 years. I'm still waiting on him to let me know.
Right. I just say you still didn't answer the question.
Right. And then like another favorite is when people gossip about you and it's a weakling who's rolling with the people who at the top in his mind, and they start talking to you in a certain way, because the people who he think on top, they step to you. Hey man, happened in my lodge. Man, you need to be doing this. He said it to somebody else, and the person brought it to me. So I called him. I said, my man, did you have a message for me?
Right.
No, I was just checking on you. I said, but you have my phone number. This happened Monday. You got my phone number. No, I was just checking on you. I said, but you didn't call me.
Right. How you checking on me? You ain't call me.
And it went on for about 6 minutes. I kept saying, and well, you don't never check on nobody. I said, but you didn't call me.
You still ain't checking on me.
Right. I said, I called you Monday night, 10:30. It's 6:30 a.m. I know you wasn't in bed. You said you were asleep, but if you just getting up at 6:30, that means you probably got to be to work at 8 or 9. I know you all went into bed at 10 o'clock.
Right.
No. So, but again, back to the topic. He should have called me. It ended with this. We kept going back and forth. I kept asking, but why didn't you call me? I don't like the way you're being all aggressive with me. I said, I haven't raised my voice, but it's the way you deliver it. And then I'm like, boy, you need to be put on suspension from standing up and peeing for the rest of the day. You have to stand and pee for the rest of the day. I say, hey man, you have a good day.
Right.
But you got empowered by somebody saying I wasn't doing what I agreed to do, which I did agree to do, but there's certain rules in my lodge.
Right.
That say
and you joined the bandwagon.
Go to work. Right. You gotta go to work. You ain't got you don't never check on nobody. You don't know who I talk.
And you join the bandwagon. And that's another thing too with gossiping. Say somebody is gossiping and you know they hating. You need to hold those people accountable. Like instead of you spreading the lies, why you don't say, I don't think that's right. I don't think that's what
exactly.
Or you just hating on the situation instead of you gang bang. And I think the people that group up with that person, they didn't like you in the first place for them to group up so quickly. You know what I'm saying? Because you didn't say not one time, that don't sound right. That don't even sound right. You know what I'm saying? I think you hating at this point, or you just don't like her. Just say that. You just don't like that person. You know what I'm saying? Because I can admit, I don't like a person. You don't like a person. Okay, cool. Then if one of my friends be like, you just don't like that person. That's why you said that. It might take you like, yeah, you right. I just don't like that person. You know what I'm saying? Versus you letting them, you gaslighting them and pump faking them, and then like, oh yeah, that must happen. So now they got two people on their side. They tell the other person, So now the lies keep going, and the messiness keep going, and the messiness keep going. Because now I got 50 people on my team with the messiness. So now all of the stories change in 12 different times. Because once she said it, then somebody else said it. Now the story didn't change. But it was all a lie from the first beginning. If you would have checked it or either stopped it then, we wouldn't even be this far into it. But they don't want to hear that logic though. Nobody wants to hear that. You allowed it because you fed into it. You believed it. You put battery cables on it or blow smoke up their butts. And you was like, that sound like it could be right because I don't like her either. So that sound like that could be it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's plenty of times you can be like, I don't like him. I don't like her. And then if somebody would have called you out, you'd have been like, you're right. I don't like that person.
Or the easiest way to dead that is why?
Why we?
That ends all the gossip. Why?
You'd be like, huh?
Right. Huh? You weren't supposed to be smart enough to ask.
Right. They'd be like, huh? They'll stop their whole train of thought, like, huh? Now they didn't change the subject. I
don't even want to. No, yeah, that's exactly. I don't even want to get into it. It's too much.
Right, it's too much. Or now they arguing, and you like, well, we arguing for. All I asked you was why what's going on. Now we ain't friends no more. I don't know, but I think that a lot of people feed into a lot of stuff because they be wanting to be on A to B side or C side when we could just stay neutral or just stop it and be like, I don't think that happened. Or boy,
top of the food chain. Well, you got more clout than them. But that's what it is in my situation. They had more clout. They got more clout than me. Person asked, why don't you do this? I said, because I didn't get the instruction. And then the original hater chimed in. It was like the hater was right here. The flunky addressing me. Why you don't do this, B? I didn't get those instructions. The hater said, oh, that's a good answer. Hater, we're not talking to you. But I know where it came from now.
Right.
Flunky hater.
Right.
Now, there's two people that are this. And we're doing this at 50.
That's all I'm saying. Like everybody I know and I grew up with got to be at least 45 and up. Like at least 45 and up. I know I ain't hanging with no 35-year-olds. My baby sister 40 and up. So I don't understand. And that's, you know what I'm saying? So there's no way I'm dealing with 25. My son is 24, 25. So you're not even dealing with that age group. And it seems like they more mature. Because I ain't heard his name in nothing. It seems like they more mature. So I don't know. I was like, ain't no way in the world. I think you can nip a lot of, because my friends will hold you accountable in a minute. They'd be like, I don't think that's it. I don't think that's what happened. Or do you know? You know what I'm saying? My friends would nip it in the bud. You ain't got other people like just feed into, oh, this way. No, because 12 different
they
people.
Was waiting. Because they was like double dutch. They was waiting. I got to get in on this.
Yeah, I want to get on the bandwagon. Like, I don't know. 12 people that said it. So now they changed 3 different. She had a snake in the background. She had this. She was walking on fire. That ain't even how the story started.
Right.
Like, what?
All because I drank some water, huh?
Yes. Like, what? How did we get here? You know, when you whisper to one person, by the time you get to the 50th person, it's a different story. I'm like, what?
And then she had a dragon, and it burnt down for her. What the hell?
She was hiding behind a curtain. I'm like, what was she doing? She was that what? Like, I was like,
yes. That gossip thing.
It
It
sounds
gets
balanced.
real ugly.
I think that it can be nipped in the bud early. I do think spouses should check certain individuals so it don't go far. I think some spouses are scared to do such things because maybe they don't want to be perceived a certain way. But when it comes to your partner, you shouldn't care how it's perceived as long as your partner is okay with it. You should make your partner comfortable, not making your partner uncomfortable to make someone else comfortable. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think your friend's supposed to be behind you 100%. No matter what it is, they're supposed to be behind you. But they also supposed to hold you accountable as to a certain extent too. I ain't saying they got to check you in front of people, but sometimes on a different text or a different, I don't think that's what that was. You know what I'm saying? Or because whatever, you just taking it too far now. Like I don't
But
know.
like my mother said, if you're really my friend,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't care, like we can just look at the Will Smith, Jada Pinkett thing. Oh, he should never slap Chris Rock. If you try to embarrass my woman in front of the world, I'm gonna bust you in your mouth. And then, like now, she coming out saying I don't know why he did it. You know why he did it, but okay.
And say he did it defending my honor because it was a joke or whatever, but they say they play a lot. But say he did it defending my honor, then I come behind him and discredit him. I think something should be wrong with her because I'm still
She
gonna
just
stand
did
behind my
that
man.
this week.
That's what I'm
just
saying.
did that this
No.
week.
And she should not have did that. She should have stood behind her man 100%. There's no way. I got people like that. I'm dating you, Ninja. Don't go behind me and say, well, da-da-da. No. We standing 10 toes down through it all to the end. He defended my honor. You didn't stop him when he stood up. You didn't say, no, babe, don't do it.
You're right. You will.
Stage. Nobody got up. Nobody knew what he was gonna do. But once he got closer to that stage, you didn't see her move a muscle. So you didn't stop him, and then you didn't hold his back down. You didn't held him down because you're supposed to be like, yes, he's supposed to defend me at all costs. I don't care what y'all say. He was wrong. He's my man. He was right. She was wrong for that. So he didn't have to. That's be the last ninja he smacked for you.
Man, I'll be on the next interview. F her bald headed ass.
My bad.
F her bald headed.
Yeah, me and Chris got to do a show together. We got to do a movie together. My bad, bro. I didn't know what I was doing. I was out of my body. Thank you. My apologies. You know what I'm saying? Now we got to figure out how to.
Charlie Murphy.
I miss him.
Boy,
it's a love me some Charlie Murphy. But my point is, yeah, she supposed to held him down. She did not. That's a prime example of somebody not holding their partner down. Ain't no way. And I don't want that in my life. I don't want no partner that's not going to hold me down 100% or support me or appreciate me. I ain't going to lie to you. I don't care if I stepped on a baby. She was there. She didn't see it.
Man, she slipped.
She ain't do it intentionally.
We saw her stomp. Hey, that's how she got Tourette's. I don't know.
Right. But... Exactly. I don't want you going behind me next week. I saw her do it. And then, no. Baby, you ain't see me do nothing. I ain't see her do nothing. Y'all didn't see it. It was AI.
Right.
It wasn't her.
Man, if God didn't say it happened, it didn't happen.
It didn't happen. I swear. That's a prime example of somebody not holding they partner down. Just like with Diddy and Carisha. Is that her name, Carisha? They like broke up mysteriously once he started going through the trial or whatever. But like it just seems like you disappeared when he needed you the most. And that trial had nothing to do with what they wanted it to do with. You know what I'm saying? Like it was I found out a lot of information I don't think I needed to know.
Right, I mean, okay. They made freaky illegal.
And that's a problem. That's what we should have talked about. That's a prime example of gossip because none of that stuff that we heard about had nothing to do with what we were there for, right? Like
they were there for human trafficking and
beating up the
girl. I don't even know what the hell we was there for, but
we were supposedly trafficking minors and beating up the girl. But I found out
no, it wasn't even minors. It was prostitutes.
Oh, so I don't like. Okay, so what we doing then?
Right, I mean, why ain't y'all got the pimps or the people who get you the hoes? Why they ain't in trouble?
And then my point is, I found out so much information about his sexual life that I didn't need to know. You think he's the only person that's doing it? Obviously, he's not because he had parties, plethora of parties, and say he did, he wouldn't let you leave. You came back the next year. Did he come to your house blindfold you and bring you back?
I ain't been one of those kind of Diddy parties, but I've been at a bad boy party and with no freakos. So
I went to remember when Dennis Rodman had that club over there? I don't know about Elsie
Halsted and
or something. Right, somewhere up in there.
Yeah.
We went in there when it was first popping, and before they shut it down. Like each room had a fetish. It was people tied up in one room with whips. It was other people with bubbles and whipped cream. Like each room you had to go into was a fetish. Now I knew he was that, but I didn't know the party was like that. So we eased our way on out of it. But like
I'm out.
every door we went in, it was something. Somebody was tied up with like I was like, I didn't know this. I knew something, but I didn't think we was here for this. And you could join because they was asking people to join. We're gonna go to the next room. Then we went to the next room. Every room had some type of fetish. Now, that's all I'm saying with Diddy. So he catered to everybody's fetish, and you went there to let loose. Now we upset because there was a lot of things
I heard baby oil. I'm like,
we needed it. Obviously, we needed it. I don't know why they did. I don't know why they did that.
Help me.
I don't know why they did that to that man. I don't know why they did that to that man, but they did do something. And that's the prime example of gossip because you let people get up there and tell their stories that didn't even need to be on the stand. Had nothing to do with what y'all was there for.
Yeah,
that's all.
Gossip has taken down some of the best.
And then let the man go. You did all this to let the man go.
Not to be out on bail.
Yes. And consider time served. Consider time served. So you let the man go. So what do we do here?
The new rumor is Trump is going to pardon him and he's going to be a Trump supporter. But if you get me out of the penitentiary, I will lie and say I'm supporting you too.
I'm going to invite him to the next party.
Right. He's been at other parties. I've seen video of him at other parties. So
I'm gonna invite him to the next party because he like to grab him in the kitty. Ain't that what he said? I like to grab him. That's what he said. So who are we talking about here? Park me first, then we'll figure out who I'm supporting.
We got everything out. But hey, you gonna pardon me? Guess what? You're gonna pardon me, and I'm just not gonna tell everybody you've been at the parties too.
Right, that's all I'm not gonna do. And then to make it so bad, you know how many other black people support him, so I don't know. Like okay, whatever. You can say I supported him. I don't know what to tell you.
Right, yeah.
You ain't gonna see me at the White House. I'm sure of that. So,
right, I ain't gonna dance on through there. And even if I do, I'm gonna dance through once.
I'm not making videos. I'm not making rap videos no more, so he ain't gonna be in none of the videos. So I don't know what you want to do with that information.
I'm gonna get a house right next to wherever Russell Simmons be broadcasting from. And I ain't gonna be worried about y'all.
Not at all. So I don't know what to tell you.
And then the good thing is the money that the girl got for getting beat up, he didn't pay it. The companies paid it. So all his money is mama.
All right, I ain't lose nothing. And then I was trying to think, do she got to give it back? Because I thought they said she couldn't talk about it. It was an NDA or non-disclosure or something.
I think you can't talk about it. Just be out talking.
Okay, so it's court.
Yeah, okay. Court.
Can you imagine?
I think that's gossip.
Can you imagine sitting in a courtroom and your wife not telling you what happened in those parties, and then you hearing about it sitting next to it? You're like,
yeah. Then they teeth in your mouth. Now you like this.
And she pregnant about you, so you like.
Right now your baby got pee on it.
You did what? The man said.
Right.
Girl, is this true? Because she didn't discuss it. She didn't discuss it to the extent.
She told homie none of that.
She probably told him something gonna come out, but she didn't know exactly what was gonna come out because they was like she had sores in her mouth. He wouldn't let her stop, baby. What was going on? Do I say I feel sorry for you, or do I say
I'm out?
I kissed her.
Right. Or do I plant drugs in your car so I can get the kids?
I kissed this lady and I loved her. I married her. That's a prime example of you don't know people's past. Like, I didn't know that. I figured you would with Diddy, but I didn't know this.
Yeah.
I know you did something.
Hey, but before we go, people gonna be mad. I gotta give a shout out to Puff Daddy. That day he beat that girl up. He ran down the hallway with a towel around him, and then the towel didn't come.
It didn't fall. It didn't fall. What kind of grip? What kind of grip did he have that he tied it up? Or was maybe that's them new expensive towels with the three?
Man,
12,000 count threads. Because he didn't fall at all. That man was tussling. He was tussling. Because that would have been the first thing I would have pulled. Like, as I'm getting whooped, that would have been the first thing I would have pulled off of him would have been that towel, because he would have to figure out.
So you grab the towel and start hitting me.
Yes.
And he ran down the hall and the towel didn't come off. I can't run from the bathroom to the bedroom in the towel.
Exactly, without it coming to loose. Soon as he'd have caught me and tried to drag me down, the towel would have been the first to go. And then we were gonna be grabbing something else after that. She did like, what are we doing? And they had it on camera. He would have to choose: do I pick the towel up or do I run after the girl? Because baby, I would have been on that elevator. And was she screaming? She supposed to say fire or something?
Man, something.
She supposed to say something. I don't know how. I don't know what. We got to find out the maker of the towel.
Man, that man got Velcro on his waist. He ran down the hallway like this.
Right, you will see the name of the towel appear here later.
Man, Diddy towel.
Thank you. Sold out. Because whatever hotel they got that he had that towel from, you're right. He ran down that room. I can't even get him out of the tuck right. So I don't know.
He ran down the hallway with it. I was like,
I
know I shouldn't have been looking at that. The thing was a tragedy, but I was just like,
and you knew something was wrong because they waited like 15 years for this to come out. So my point is, like, y'all held this tape on to what? It was in archives. Because after a certain amount of years, don't y'all delete this? So y'all held it.
Yeah, don't y'all tape over it or something? But
right,
hey.
Like y'all held it in for a reason. Maybe y'all tried to blackmail him, and he was like, "I ain't going for it," so y'all leave.
No, they say he gave them 50 grand to hold on to it. So he gave him 70.
So I didn't take it. And you sort of took it and made sure that they deleted it. I don't know. Like, you ain't a smart man. But it still was so many years later, though. Like, it was so that was years ago.
He thought he was safe.
I don't know. Maybe. We're going to do that in trending topics.
Next great one. Next week, we're going to talk about relationships. How long should you wait to get in and out? Should you wait? And we want y'all to participate. Hit that like, hit that subscribe.
And, we should do one about long distance relationships, too. All right. Hit that subscribe, like, and comment, share.
Hit subscribe, like, comment, share, tell a friend and tap in. I'm B, she Trey, and we are.
I think oftentimes we as people, Black people especially, are taught to go above and beyond all the time, and I think a lot of times we do that with our capacity. We do it in relationship. We do a lot to prove that we're loyal, that we trustworthy, and all of that. And we'll pour until we got nothing left, and then we'll try to keep pouring. And that's not just romantic relationship, because I think the habits we build outside of romance are what we take into romantic relationships. So make sure that, like, you're not out here pouring into folks and you ain't got nothing, bruh. Find people, find places, find habits that fill you up, bruh. And make sure you giving from people from your overflow, bruh. Don't be out here